I've just been shoveling snow into my bed. Shoveling snow into my bed? Yes, as you can see there, I've been shoveling snow. I've got no easy way of getting water in here. I've got water butts and a pipe coming in, but they're all frozen at this time of year still. But I thought I'd shovel a bit of snow in the beds because they're really dry. And over the next few days, it's been, you know, obviously nice and sunny. Gets nice and warm in here now. That water will soon melt down and give my beds a good watering. Ready, because I'm going to start planting, sowing some lettuce seeds in there. I think in the next week or so. But I'm here today. Well, I'm here today because I'm tidying the greenhouse. But I thought I should sow some more chilies and peppers. Really, I'm behind the times on that. I've already sown some the other week, I think, and they're on my windowsill at the moment, still not germinated. They normally take a few weeks, but I thought I would get ahead and do some more. So here we are. I'm using these chicken dishes, old chicken dishes. So I've drilled some holes in there, you know, in the spirit of sustainability. So I'm using, in the spirit of sustainability, these chicken dishes, you know, little greenhouse top, and my beautiful sieved leaf mould. Hopefully you can see that. Absolutely beautiful stuff. Look at that. Really nice. And that's really good for sowing seeds. Not a lot of nutrients in there, and you know, your newly sprouted seeds don't need a lot of nutrients to start with. They just need something to grow into, get their feet in, and then we can move on later. So this is perfect stuff. So it didn't cost me anything, and there's no peat in there, which is always a bonus. So what seeds am I sowing? So I've got some of my own seeds that I kept from last year. So what have I got here? I've got mixed hot peppers. These are pencil ones. Actually, these are from where are they from? From the shop. I bought some peppers and kept the seeds. And as you can see, in there, et voila, a load of seeds. So they're mixed. And I've got these Mad Hatters that I've been growing for a few years now. They're beauties as well. They're not so hot, but you get lots of big massive bush of these peppers, lots of them. So they're really worth their weight in gold. They're worth the money anyway. Good doers, as I say, good doers. So nice and easy. Obviously we're planting them early in March, or sowing them early in March, because they need that long growing season. I think I said this to those of you who saw my video the other week before. You know, peppers need a long growing season. I haven't got a long growing season here in Nova Scotia. Only really starts getting warm at the end of June, and then we've got a nice long season into September, but after that we can start getting frost at the end of September. So got to get them in as early as possible and do the first bit in the house. So I have pre-watered, so I've firmed this down, put a load in, firmed it down nicely, and then I've given them a good pre-watering. So this is nice and damp now. Don't want to do it after I've sown the seeds, because you'll end up seeds going all over the place. All I'm going to do is get my dibber, and I'm just going to make some nice little, can't remember what they're called now. What do we call these? Divots, something like that. Just some nice little scrapes, couple of mils deep, and then I'm going to sow a few of these in there. I always sow too many and end up giving loads away, but that is no big deal. In these inflationary times, it's nice to be able to give some plants away and help people if they need it, and if they don't, it helps them maybe get the gardening bug. And we all know that is always good. So I'm just sowing these. I'll show you in a sec. In fact, let me pull the camera a bit closer so we can have a look. So, just sowing these, maybe a bit close I've sown these, but that's because I'm trying to do this one-handed.
but don't want to, well, that's much too much. Spread these out a little bit. Right, let's put these there. Right, so we've got drills. That's the word, isn't it? It's drills. So I've got them at, you know, a few centimetres apart, and they're a bit too close, but I'll maybe pull out the weaker ones as I go along, and then all I'm going to do is brush my finger over either side so that the compost covers them, and then let me just do that. And then I'm just going to give these a bit of a covering. Ooh, bit of a wind getting up out there. Just tamp that down a little bit. There we go. Right, so that is them covered. Now all I'm going to do is remember which ones I've actually just put in, which is Mad Hatter. What did I do with them? Yeah, look, I've got a pre-made little, what's that? It's like a yogurt carton or something like that. Again, keeping the old sustainability in mind. Reusing them over and over. Put the cover on. Now, having this cover on will obviously keeps the moisture in, prevents the compost from drying out too quickly, and that'll keep them nice and warm in there until they actually germinate. Once they've germinate, I'll take this cover off and let them get a bit of air. But that's it. I'm going to put them on my warm windowsill in the room where I have a fire. I keep them in there because it's nice and warm, and you know there's light from the window. Once they germinate, I'll be moving them to a more light area. But that's it. I'm going to do, what am I doing now? Do these hot ones. But these will take a few weeks to germinate, and then we'll see what we do after that. But it's as easy as that now. I mean, I'm getting in the mood. That's 2 lots of chilies I've sown now. So I'm off to London tomorrow. Off to the old smoke. Back to Blighty, as we say. Do a bit of a tourist visit for my boy for his 13th birthday. We're going to the Harry Potter studios because he's always been into Harry Potter, and a wonderful comedy, one of the best British comedy series, Only Fools and Horses, with David Jason. I've got him into that. I've got him into all the old British comedies, but he loves Only Fools and Horses, so we're going to see the musical in the West End. So that should be good too. And then we're going to do all the rest of the touristy bits, the British Museum. The British were good at stealing things from other countries, so we've got lots of stuff in the museum, so that'll be fun for him to watch. Imperial War Museum, obviously we've been good at fighting for a few hundred years. Not so good anymore, obviously, but we were then, so we've got lots of things to show him there. Natural History Museum, we're going to that, and various other things. So a fun-packed week in the old smoke. So I will hopefully see you next week with some tall stories and maybe some more sowings. But anyway, in the meantime, job's a good one. Get sowing.